What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Dominic Ferry. I'm a magician with over a decade of experience traveling all over the US and performing my magic. In this video, I'm going to give you guys the #1 reason why you should never ever let a magician handle a deck of cards. Please enjoy and feel free to like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel and I cannot do it without you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into the magic. So people ask me all the time, it's one of the most popular questions I get asked is, can you show me some of the methods that you're able to do? Teach me them so that way I can go to a house party and maybe win a little bit of money. And the thing is, it's not as easy as just one answer. There are a bunch of card cheating techniques that I would have to teach you in order for you to be able to do this in a live card game environment. However, I'll show you some of the techniques that I've been working on over the years, and you do with that information what you will. But the first thing that you're going to have to learn how to do is to be able to cut to a high card. In this case, the Ace of Hearts is a pretty decent card to use for this. But just cutting to one high card isn't enough. You're going to have to learn how to manipulate a deck of cards to be able to find not just the one high card, but also the Ace of Clubs, the Ace of Diamonds, and also the Ace of Spades. Now, I would never ever show you these cards like I am doing right now in a real card game environment. Instead, I would keep them flat onto the top of the deck and proceed to stack the deck. If you guys have never heard of stacking the deck, it is essentially a method in which you shuffle the deck in a certain way that positions those cards, those aces, so that way when they are dealt, you have the advantage. Now, obviously, I would not do it as slow and deliberate as I'm doing it right now, but this is just for demonstration purposes, so it doesn't really matter. After which, we would give the cards a series of cuts. And if I've done this right, on the very first hand, we would have an ace. This hand is called Pocket Aces. They say 3 of a kind is really all you need to get the money, but just to be safe, I've stacked myself all 4 aces. Now that is stacking the deck. We will move on to what is known as crooked dealing. Crooked dealing is essentially not dealing off of the top of the deck, but instead dealing from other places in the deck, places that have the good cards. For example, if you had the Ace of Hearts on top of the deck, you would do what is known as a second deal. Now, it looks like a regular deal, however, I've been able to retain that Ace of Hearts for my own hand. How do I do this? I'll show you. Place the Ace of Hearts on top of the deck, and I'm able to deal directly underneath that Ace of Hearts. Again, this term is coined as second dealing. The next one is what's known as the bottom deal, where that Ace of Clubs goes onto the bottom of the deck, and still I'm able to deal to all the other players and 1 card to myself directly off of the bottom. You might have been able to catch that, but because you knew it was coming. In a real poker game, most people would never catch that. But you can see the Ace of Clubs is no longer on the bottom because it's sitting in my poker hand. The next thing is what is known as the Greek deal. You see, casinos and other card cheats have thought about this a little bit, and they were like, what if we were to prevent other card cheats from being able to deal off the bottom by putting a cut card, which is basically a face-up joker, onto the bottom of the deck? That would mean that anybody that tried to do a bottom deal would deal a joker, which means that that person is trying to cheat at cards. But card cheaters are a little bit smarter, and they've developed a way called the Greek deal. And you can see right there, the joker is still there, but that ace is no longer on the bottom because it's sitting in my poker hand. I was able to deal above that joker and put it into my hand. Last but not least, the legendary and rarely used center deal, where that ace literally goes into the middle of the deck. And still it's possible for card cheats to deal all the other cards to all the other players, and even though it looks like it's coming from the top of the deck, it is sitting right from the middle. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Dominic, wow, that is amazing. But more importantly, you're probably wondering, Dominic, is it possible to combine all of the methods that you've showed us for one final demonstration? And the answer, of course, is yes. So if any of you guys have heard of the game Bridge, this will make the most sense to you. If you've not heard of the game Bridge, I'll go over it very briefly. There are 4 players, each person gets 13 cards, and essentially you're trying to get the best hand as possible. Now what I'm going to try to do is stack the deck and try to give myself all of the spades, all 13 spades. So using those stacking shuffles and a few false cuts and some crooked deals, I should be able to land myself the best possible bridge hand. Put the joker on the bottom for that cut card, and here we go. On the very first hand, I received a spade, followed by another, and another, and another, and another. This is another spade, another spade, another. Hopefully we get them all. And that should be all the spades. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm very proud of myself right there. So you guys can go ahead and put some clapping emojis in the comments for me. That would be amazing. But I know what you're thinking. They're not in order. They are in a little bit of a jumbled mess. However, we can fix that if I just go ahead and give the deck a rotate snap. That's the ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the jack, the queen, and the king. That is all 13 spades in perfect numerical order. But the best card cheating advice that I can give you is you do not want to just give yourself the good hand. You want to give your opponents decent hands as well, else they won't even bet anything. That is why over here I have given this player the ace of hearts, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the jack, the queen, or the king, and the queen, all 13 hearts in perfect numerical order. I've given this player over here all the diamonds in perfect numerical order, and just for you, the viewers at home, I've given you guys all the clubs in perfect order. Thank you very, very much for watching, guys. You guys would not believe the amount of times I've had to retake this video. Either the camera burnt out or it was just bad luck. So if you guys could just do me a huge favor in return, just like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It does help me out a lot. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I haven't thought about it yet, but I think I'm gonna do like a little giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. But either way, guys, if you guys could help me out, that would be much, much appreciated. But it won't take too much of your time, guys. Without further ado, I will bid you guys farewell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.